Last week saw NIO stock rise by 15% from its opening price, with a price peak of $5.13, taking out the January high of $4.91. And NIO stock has now closed above the short-term downtrend line 3 weeks in a row, indicating the stock price may be ready to push higher. In this video, I'll analyze last week's price action, look at NIO's growth plans, and offer some price targets for the next few years. For the week ending February the 14th, NIO closed above the downtrend line for the first time with a peak of $4.55 and a close of $4.44. The following week, NIO pushed higher to a peak of $4.69, only for the sellers to come in and close the week lower at $4.44. And last week, buyers came in strongly, pushing up the price to a new peak of $5.13 before the buying slowed down and sellers closed out the week at $4.63. Now, this new peak is very positive for NIO, with price action clearly trying to push to higher levels. So now we have two tests of the $4 low, one during the week ending January the 17th, and one during the week ending February the 14th. Indicating $4 is currently acting as a short-term support level for NIO. And more importantly, NIO stock has now closed above the short-term downtrend line 3 weeks in a row, indicating that buyers are trying to take control. Now, looking at the daily charts, we can see that the last 10 bars have all closed above the downtrend line. And last Thursday was when NIO surged higher to create that weekly high of $5.13. However, whilst Wednesday and Thursday were certainly bullish, Friday saw the price action pull back somewhat to trade between $4.43 and $4.67, closing at $4.63. And since the $4 low in February, we now have two higher lows, indicating NIO is trying to begin a new short-term trend and break out of its recent sideways price action. So what's next for NIO in the short term? The first target for NIO would be to take out the December peak of $5.36, then the $6 peak back in October. And following these two targets, the $7.70 peak in September 2024 could be a significant entry point for long-term investors. And above $7.70, the next price target would be around $9.50. And after this level, the next possible target could be around $14 to $16. And NIO has been the subject of several recent research reports. Macquarie lowered NIO from an outperform rating to a neutral rating and reduced their price objective for the company from $6.60 to $4.80 in a report in Wednesday, November the 20th. The Goldman Sachs Group cut NIO from a neutral rating to a sell and dropped their price target for the stock from $4.80 to $3.90 in a report published on Monday, November 25th. HSBC lowered shares of NIO from a buy rating to a hold rating in a research note shared on Tuesday, January the 7th. And finally, JP Morgan downgraded NIO from an overweight rating to a neutral rating and reduced their price target for the company from $7 to $4.70 in a report a few weeks ago. And institutional ownership of NIO remains relatively low, 8%, but a recent move from AlphaStar Capital Management has caught investors' attention. This firm acquired over 123,000 shares, valued at approximately $537,000 in Q4, signaling renewed interest from major players. And with the Q4 earnings due in a few days, a positive report may be the catalyst to bring buyers back in and push the price higher. Other possible catalysts for NIO are its multiple growth projects for 2025. For example, December 2024 saw the official launch of NIO flagship ET9, with a limited edition of 999 units of the first edition for sale. Delivery into China starts in March 2025. The NIO ET9 is a battery-powered, full-size sedan, and is the first NIO vehicle to use the NT 3.0 platform and self-developed Shenji autonomous driving chip, making it NIO's flagship vehicle. Now, I think ET9 looks great from the outside, It's not what's on the inside that makes the ET9 so special for NIO. The ET9 has the first implementation of NIO's self-developed Shenji autonomous driving chip. Now, according to NIO, each of the ET9's two Shenji chips has a higher computational ability than the previous 1016 top Atom system, which consisted of 4 NVIDIA RNX chips. It has a total of 31 sensors in its autonomous driving sensor suite, which is called the Aquila 2.0, and that includes a 360-degree camera. Now, the ET9 is powered by a swappable 100 kilowatt-hour battery using NIO's self-developed cylindrical format battery cells. The high pack voltage allows for batteries to be charged by 500 to 1000 volt DC fast chargers at a peak power of 600 kilowatts and a peak current of 772 amps, allowing for 5C charging rates. And the ET9 battery can be swapped at a 4th generation NIO swap station in just 144 seconds and provides a CLTC range of 650 kilometers. A Deutsche Bank analyst expect monthly sales of the NIO ET9 to be 1,500 units, with CEO of NIO saying, the ET9 won't be a strong performer in terms of sales numbers, but if it sells 1,000 units a month, we'll be quite happy. And prior to the availability of the ET9, NIO's highest price model was the ES8. SUV had delivered over 8,000 units from January to November in 2024. And NIO's other premium sedan, the ET7, delivered 6,406 vehicles in the same period. Along with the ET9, NIO has also launched the Firefly brand during NIO Day 2024, designed to challenge the BMW Mini and Mercedes-Benz Smart, with an eye on the global market. In December 2024, pre-sales for Firefly began in China, with NIO calling it a premium boutique small car. Firefly began pre-sales at a price of just under $150,000 and will be launched in April 2025, a month from now. Post-launch, Firefly will cost around $150,000 for the 42 kilowatt-hour battery, which provides a 420 kilometer range. For comparison, the Mona 3 is selling for $130,000 with a 62 kilowatt battery providing 620 kilometers of range. Now, clearly, XPeng has way better cost control than NIO. The Firefly launch price is identical to the official discounted starting price of the all-electric Mini Cooper. And Firefly would also compete with Mercedes' cheapest model, the Smart 1, which currently retails for $154,000. The Firefly supports battery swaps like the rest of models, which means it may offer a battery rental purchase program when it officially launches, allowing for a lower barrier to purchase. However, I'm not sure battery swap stations make sense for Firefly, as it's a small city car covering short distances. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should NIO build swap stations for Firefly, or is plug-in charging enough? Another vehicle that's helping NIO grow is the new L60. The ONVO L60 went on sale in September 2024 in China, following its debut introduction in May. And the design of the ONVO L60 was led by former Bentley designer Paul Perez. The L60 does look similar to the Tesla Model Y, which is to be expected, with both designs optimized for a low drag coefficient. The L60 drag coefficient of 0.229 is slightly superior to the Model Ys of 0.236. The cabin of the L60 adopts a sleek and minimalist approach similar to Tesla, with a single 3K infotainment screen mounted horizontally in the front passenger compartment. And the vehicle's cockpit is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, providing super-fast AI computing power with 256 gigabytes of internal storage. The car also features an audio system with 18 speakers featuring Dolby Atmos, along with a built-in karaoke function. The L60 is compatible with NIO's 4th generation battery swap stations, as well as third-gen stations with modifications. At launch, approximately 1,000 stations will support the L60, with plans for 2,500 stations by the end of 2025. As a result, buyers can opt battery as a service, offers a significantly lower purchase price, but with a monthly rental fee depending on the battery pack size. As we know, one of the unique things in NIO is its battery swap stations, and this feature of the NIO system could produce steady long-term revenue over time. And as of February 2025, NIO currently has over 3,000 battery swap stations in China, with Shanghai having the most at 183. The company also has 58 swap stations in Europe, including 20 in Norway and 19 in Germany. And NIO management claims the swap station fee is comparable to the cost of supercharging. However, what is unique about NIO swap stations is how it can save the user time. A battery swap can be completed under 3 minutes, which is faster than filling up at the pump and faster than using a supercharger. And what makes NIO's battery subscription service so attractive is customer peace of mind. Customers who choose to lease the battery pay a monthly fee similar to fuel costs on a non-electric vehicle. And in return, they get to use the vehicle worry-free without any concern about battery maintenance or battery replacement. I think this is a great option. So clearly, NIO has strong growth plans for 2025, with investors hopeful that these plans will result in a share price surge. If NIO successfully expands in Europe and strengthens its market share in China, analysts estimate a price range of $10 to $15 per share by the end of 2025. And with EV adoption rising both in China and globally, and if NIO has further innovations in the battery swap technology, NIO could reach $18 to $25 per share by the end of 2027. And looking ahead to 2030, if NIO meets all its growth plans and vehicle sales hit all targets, projections suggest a potential target of $30 to $40 per share. If you enjoy my NIO updates, please subscribe to the channel. And for more NIO content, check out this video here. See you there.